Ever wondered what happened to the OG indie pop music? Well, no one better than a band of boys to answer that. WION's Kriti Tulsiani gets you a nostalgia-filled interview with India's most loved boy band. Here's more.
Hey, we love that Western band which is based on Mando Boys called Backstreet Boys.
I remember Pandey saying something, ये गाना या तो हमको तोड़ेगा या तो बनाएगा. Huge foot in the mouth syndrome, okay? And I'm enjoying this ride.
And that's nostalgic for us.
Song which happened 22 years back is still being heard by a certain generation. But the song that released 3 months back, people have no recall.
One of my biggest regrets is I was not part of one of the best songs we made, I would say.
Let's sing it.
Called Nain Katari.
मैंने कटारी अखियाँ तेरा मुखड़ा जैसे चाँद प्यारा तेरा भोला भाला रूप कवारा जख्मी हुआ है दिल बेचारा.
Hi, this is Sudhanshu Pandey.
Hi, I'm Sharon Varghese.
Hi, I'm Karan Oberoi.
I am Danny Fernandez.
Hi, I'm Chintu.
And we are
Together,
A band of boys.
Not that we are back as a band, we've always existed as a band. Sudhanshu is back, the family member that left has come back. It's a complete band, and it's not a reunion for the band per se, but it's a reunion with the fans because we've come out with original music after a very, very long time.
I'm very happy to be back in this space, having been away for so long, and doing my acting business where I have been all this while. And now since I'm back again, let me just tell you that we have been friends all this while, but I'm back as a performer with them now again. I think because we started so early in our life, we were so young, and that whole thing of coming together at that age made us like a family, and like two people or like all 5 people in love with each other who understand each other so well.
To add to what Sudhanshu is saying, there's been a synchronicity with us right from the start. We spent 2 years training ourselves, so that has helped us quite a bit to kind of understand what's the strength of the other person. And that tuning has stayed till now, so 25 years now, 24 years now, and it feels like nothing's changed. It's the same thing.
Quite a wild ride. We began very young. We had no idea what the future held for us. We had no idea what was going to happen and how huge the album was going to become, the music was going to become, us as a band was going to become. And we were just like these little teeny boppers with no clue of, we used to start our day at 6 in the morning, we used to do riyaz, then we used to go and go to the gym, then we used to go and have dance classes and choreography, then we would sit and compose music, and then exactly like teeny boppers, we'd go and party in the night and just live life. One day the day came when our then promoter and manager said, okay guys, let's get to Delhi and let's just start performing. So we performed at like Connaught Place for truck drivers, for rickshawalas. We performed at the Meridian in the afternoon for only girls.
At night.
It was a hen afternoon and we were in bathrobes. We were in bathrobes performing to an Elvis Presley song. We did shows at colleges. We just performed to understand what our vibe is.
Fame when we would get into a car and we would hear a song playing in the cars adjoining us. We'd go to a pub, we'd hear a song there. We go to a coffee shop, we'd hear a song there. We get to the airport in a different country and we play.
At the Fiji airport, Gori was playing and it was just random.
It is surreal. The feeling is very difficult to describe.
Not many people know this, but after our shows, and we generally have a blast on our shows, and immediately after the show gets over, we all have this, what it is, so that what it is about what we have brought to the table, so that's something that we enjoy amongst ourselves.
चाहा तुझे है जहां से भी ज्यादा तू ही मेरा प्यार गोरी तू ही मेरा प्यार पालो तुझे तो पालो जग सारा तू ही मेरा प्यार गोरी तू ही मेरा प्यार तू ही मेरा प्यार गोरी तू ही मेरा प्यार. याद है वो नदिया किनारे बनिया भरन को आना लहरों की हरकत पे गोरी
us, okay, have splendid careers on our own. Okay, we all have individually thriving careers. Okay, but when we came together as a band of boys after almost say about 6-7 years, okay, we didn't go anywhere. We were still there. We were still doing shows. Band of boys still existed. Pandey had left us after the second album. He came back now. Okay, but because he brings so much value to the whole band, there is suddenly a media attention. So the common understanding is that we were not there, but it's not such. We were always there. We've always been around.
I think the issue was that we were gleefully performing on stages across the world, and we were completely oblivious to the idea that as a band we should have been releasing a lot more original music than we did, and we should have been performing those songs and promoting those songs and talking to wonderful people like you, so that reaches to the common person to know that we exist as a band.
We started at a time when we came out in 2002, and that is the times when there was no social media.
There's no internet.
There was no internet. I mean, there was internet, but
Sporadic.
there was no social media.
There was no YouTube.
Or there was no
Only TV.
concept of promoting any product that you are making through social media. So our songs came out and they were running on television channels, various music channels, and radio stations and everywhere, and they were a rage. And we have seen that kind of success and popularity which was global when there was no social media. So for us, I think that is what happened. I think we got left slightly behind in terms of being there in news, because we didn't make the transition at the right time. We didn't make the transition at the right time.
And now we find it very, very invigorating and very rewarding when we see our songs becoming reels for the next generation.
Recently, everybody who's a newer artist is born with the social media thing ingrained into them. So they're already on Instagram by the time they're even beginning their career.
कभी सर्द तो कभी तीखा ये दिल में वही तरंग बदला हो चाहे ढंग प्यार ना हुआ कभी बेकारे कल आज और कल भी चाहत ना होए गम मेरे दिल की धड़कनों में तू ही है सनम.
Nostalgia to me is an emotion. It's a feeling of warmth. It's a warm glow. If music, from a band of boys perspective, can ignite that nostalgia in you, then we've done something right.
And nostalgia for me is like romance. It's like the sparkle dust of life. Nostalgia is basically that trait where you feel comfortable saying, this is a part of my growing up years, which are the best years of my life, and I want to hold on to this emotion.
Wonderful generation which has seen from 2-track, 4-track, vinyl, CDs, cassettes, pen drives, and now it is straight to iPods, and now it is streaming. You know what I'm saying? So at one point of time, you had to download the song or have the cassette or have the tape to play back a song. You had to own that master. Now it is about how many times you streamed it. So the consumption tarika has changed.
But there's a little deviation there. The memorabilia and the memories that you create with something that you own, a physical,
very different.
So you would have our fans would have our posters in their homes. Okay. Generally, when we were on stage, we sensed that this is a very young audience. The average age was around 21, 22.
Yeah.
And our album is 22 years old. So the question that did beg the question was that, and I, out of curiosity, I asked one of the girls who was screaming out loud our songs louder than us, and I asked her, I said, how old are you? She said, I'm 22. I said, you're 22, 21. And I said, my song is 22 years old. How do you know my song? And she was very quick on the uptake and she says, do you know Kishore Kumar's songs? I said, yeah, I do. He says, that's how legacy gets passed on.
Now I realize that's the way you hypnotize. Naine katari akhiyan, naine katari akhiyan.